there is the fight or flight response. And so I think my purpose is to show people another way. Hey everyone, honestly I wasn't sure how to even do this video because it ain't something I want to talk about, but in the same token I realized that while my purpose is not to fight and to march and protest, that's just not it's not my purpose. And with that I was feeling guilty, like, oh my goodness, should I address the issue? I'm not there, blah blah blah. But what I realized is that, like, while I'm not a fighter, there is the fight or flight response. And so I think my purpose is to show people another way. Okay? Now, this video is not for people who feel that they don't need to leave the States to have a better life. If you want to continue that fight, you have every right. And I appreciate those of you that are on the front lines. More power to you. However, I'm tired. I'm tired of suffering. I'm tired of feeling scared and afraid and all that. And I want to thrive in my life. And I really just don't want to use my energy to fight for fucking civil rights and just to be treated as a human being. And so that is why I left America. And instead of feeling guilty about that, I realized that I can share, and sometimes that's the best thing for us to do, is to just show people a different way. And I want you guys to know, for anyone who's thinking of leaving America, that it's very possible. There is a whole entire world outside of America. There are safe spaces for you. And not to say that life is perfect, but I'm very happy and I'm thriving in my life. I'm able to focus on my passions, spend time at a higher frequency. I feel lighter. I don't have the weight of America's heavy, y'all. It's real heavy. And I don't have that weight on me anymore. I wake up in the morning and I start my morning with gratitude. I walk outside and I watch the sunrise over the water, and I write in my journal and I stretch, and I drink water all day, and I have time to go to the fresh market and then come home and massage my kale and run on the beach when I want to, go out with my friends. And I'm really just enjoying my life. And I think that I'm enjoying my life because I decided to leave America. And I don't have that weight on me anymore. And so for me, I think that I'm here to show other people that if you want to, it's possible. I do have resources on my site, blackdigitalnomad.com. I do consulting. I have master classes to help other people, escape. Because you do not, guys, I'm telling you, y'all don't have to, you do not have to live in America if you don't want to live in America. And I don't believe in mental barriers. I feel that a lot of us need to do the work to get over those things. And because I physically lost my freedom and legally lost my freedom, I realize now, again, I've done videos on this time and time again, on the mental prisons that we put ourselves in, right? And a lot of us have created these mental prisons. And remember that, just because you think something does not always make it real, but then it does, right? And that may not make sense to you, but what I'm saying is, if I think about the barriers that I have and why I can't do something, then I'm going to create more barriers, right? But if I see something that I want and I think of the reasons I can get it versus the reasons that I cannot, I'm more likely to achieve that, right? Because my thoughts are frequency. And if you believe in the law of attraction, what you think about will grow. So if you think of all of the hardships, all of the struggle, you'll create more struggle. If you feel that, like, life is open, y'all, I do hella mantras, hella fucking affirmations, and like that is why my life is the way it is, because like I really believe that everything is always working in my favor, and only good will come from this, and this is working in for greater good. Like, I'm always saying that shit be hitting the fan, y'all, and I'd be like, only good will come from this, only good will come from this, and motherfuckers is like, girl, it's a shit storm, and I'm like, bitch, only good will come from this. Like, Everything is working in my favor. And guess what, y'all? Shit work in my favor. So when you change your mindset, your life changes. And that is the biggest struggle. When I talk to people, it be mindset. Like, why they can't do something. Yeah, I'm not saying that it ain't hard living abroad, you know, but when I tell you, like, the things that I face is maybe thinking, like, the language barriers and using my time to learn a new language and new currency and those kind of things. But the fact of, like, wondering if I'm going to be murdered by the police or wondered if I'm going to, you know, be killed or attacked. Those are not things I worry about now. And because I'm not spending my energy on those things, I'm able to really thrive and focus on the things that I actually love, y'all. And it's amazing. And I want you to know that you can do this shit too. I don't want anyone to feel like my life is inaccessible, because I come from South Central LA, the hood, right? Like, I just decided one day, my husband and I at the time was like, yo, we want to leave. And instead of me figuring out reasons why we couldn't, I figured out reasons that we could. I hyper-focused. I did not allow doubt to creep in. And I visualized myself being abroad and living and traveling, right? And then I told other people about it, like my plans, right? And I did not allow doubt to creep in and keep me from doing what I wanted to do. So I don't want to ramble. I just want to let you guys know that if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, know that there is a wonderful life abroad. You can move to fucking different countries in Africa if you want to. I've been in Asia for 2 years. I know people have different experiences in Asia, but I've had a wonderful experience in Asia and also Mexico. And really, guys, when I moved abroad is when I really was able to really be myself, my true self, because the weight, y'all, is it's amazing. And until you leave America, like, when you're in the shit, you don't even figure, like, you can't even really feel it. It's like when you become nose blind to bullshit and you're in your house and your house smells and everybody else comes in and they be like, smell a little weird here, and you like, what do you mean, right? And then bitch, you leave, right, for maybe a day, 2 days, you come back and be like, it do stank in here, right? That is what it's like when you leave America. You go back, or you leave America and you're watching from the outside in, right? And you realize that, like, yo, I escaped this shit through my mindset and through actions and following up and believing in myself. That's all I got, y'all. Just know that there is a life, a whole new world outside of here for y'all. And, like, if you make a plan, you stick to it, save you some money, find a place, research, you know, create a business for yourself, look into starting a business abroad, look into shit. Hell, if you gotta marry somebody abroad, whatever it is, I mean, just like them, you know, but shit, whatever it take. There's so many different ways, guys, and I cannot stand when people be like, well, you did it with your husband. Like, I'm not with my husband right now. Like, I'm still out here abroad. You don't need to have your husband with you, because there are people that are solo. I've met more solo women that are doing this shit. Black solo women who have left everything behind and are living abroad thriving. All right? Check them out. A New Experience on Instagram, Nubia. Fucking Daphne, nappy-headed Nomad, thrives abroad. Fucking like, I'm telling you guys, I know so many people. I know people with their families. I know single mothers with one child, 2 children. I know families who have gone abroad. Husband, wife, 3 children, 2 children. You know, it's possible. And so whatever barrier that you're creating and you're telling yourself, either, you know, you got to look at this shit like a track when you're running track. I'm not trying to make this video too long, but when you run track, if you, like, see the hurdles, like, you got to jump over the hurdles, imagine being like, oh, hell no, and turning around, right? Do you see the finish line, or do you just see the hurdles? And if you only see the hurdles, then you'll never get to the finish line. But sometimes you gotta fucking run, hop over that motherfucking hurdle, hop over the next one, hop over the next one, and get to where you want to go. But if you allow the hurdle to stop you in the beginning, what are you doing? How are you living your life? And then a lot of the times those hurdles are not even real. They are hurdles that we've placed in our mind. Like, so say for instance, you're sitting on the couch and you're like, I want to move abroad. Then you visualize that you're going to run out of money. Do you realize that you created something in your mind that may not even be real? That's like, who's to say that? Instead of visualizing yourself thriving. And some people think like, oh, that's not realistic. That's not a good way to live. All right, so you can prepare for the worst, but you can also visualize what you really want and say like, okay, let me think of 12 ways to make money versus 12 ways that you're going to run out of money, is all I'm saying. Just place your energy in a different space, in a more positive way. Use that energy to think positively and watch how your life changes. The only difference between people who are successful usually and you, if you feel like you're unsuccessful, is their mindset, how they think, whether or not they give up, whether they see barriers as a reason to stop or a reason to do something different. Okay, that's all I got, y'all, because now I'm rambling. But all that to say, if you want to get out of America, if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, you can get out. It's possible. I know it is. I'm living it. Peace, y'all.